So I'm going to do a quick rundown analysis on Bitcoin and why I'm really angry about what's happening to Bitcoin. Normally, I am very known as a Bitcoin enthusiast. Like, I love Bitcoin a lot, even though it correlates with the US dollar, and there are other nice other assets to trade, like the indices, like the forex pairs, like the what's it called? Mention them, the commodities, which is gold, silver, platinum. Then we have the energy sector, which is the oil, crude oil. Very soon I'll be entering into crude oil. I'm doing serious fundamentals on West Tails, that's crude oil, WTI crude oil, and see how I'm going to get into it. But let's talk about Bitcoin for a second. And whatever I'm saying on this chart is very scary for Bitcoin. I've been calling, if you watch my September videos on YouTube, or probably it was of recent I started uploading videos on YouTube. If you watch that video on YouTube, I think I have that video. Probably I'll upload it about this, and I've been calling for $15,000 for Bitcoin for the past, let me say, since even July, that will make this low. Are you getting it? So if I can expand this chart very well, the moment will go to $25,000 during that the month of where was that month? I think during this time that we made this low. Are you getting it? That we couldn't break above $25,000. Since then, I've been calling for $15,000 Bitcoin. Since then, are you getting it? And why have I been calling for it? Because everybody is saying that we might be at the bottom. You can clearly see a perfect. No, there was no even single gap here. It was a perfect touch, and it started coming down. Are you getting it? So since then, I've been so bearish on Bitcoin. There was a position I opened since that time for shorting Bitcoin. I started shorting the Bitcoin, but it was very small. I think it was just a $100 trade, and I told myself that I would short Bitcoin from $25,000 to $15,000, and it did not even do any mistake of like, okay, let me doubt this person at all. Since the day we lost this $19,000, I get $19,000 support. That's this support. I'm very scared about cryptos, so I'm very careful about longing any, what's it called. Then if I drop further, we had a chance to break above. This trend line, which was this one, but it later became a fake out and broke this important support that we have been having here ever since. Immediately we broke that $19,000 support. That was when I knew that this is doomsday for crypto. And now I'm calling on $12,000 again on cryptos. Are you getting it? Forget sentiment, forget any other thing. Just go to the weekly chart. What did you see? What do you see? If you look, yes, sometimes don't look at the back, but what do you see? The only thing I'm saying here, if I'm to draw it down, is this. This is the only thing I can see. This is the last resistance I can see. So if you carry it further, this is the only thing I can see. And what can you find? This is the $12,000 area. So probably we might be traveling down to this place. If we can lose this support at 19,000, that means anything you're doing right now should be very scary. Are you getting it? So yesterday I took a little trade on Binance, and I think the trade was like this. I saw this what's it called? I even took it. I went back to the 1 hour chart, and I saw this liquidity grab, and I was like, okay, let me enter this trade. So I took this trade from here on Sunday, which was yesterday. I took this trade from here. I didn't even use normal CFDs. I just used options. I just entered that and put an 8 hour what's it called, time 8 hour interval to put to put on the trade, not the call. And immediately we started dropping. I guess we went up, then came back down again. So what are we trying to do right now on Bitcoin? If you can dive right into the chart, if I go to my 4 hour chart, the only thing I can see here is that it's trying to find some kind of support here. I guess. And so definitely if we're going back up from here on Bitcoin, that means we are on this what's it called, range again. which is not a good one. So Bitcoin is being so boring, and the only thing I can see here is us coming back to retest this particular. It's little, but it means something. We can come here, try and retest it. If we cannot break it, we'll come back down, then we'll break this, then probably we can start going back to our $12,000 mark. So these are the only things I'm saying. Then the only, even aside from that, are you getting it? Aside from this, where is the only upside we are saying? Even though we are in a range, let's even trade this range. We can come back here, do like this, then break above this whole, what's it called, liquidity. We can hold it, break above this trend line, this downward sloping channel, what's it called, is it triangle. Then we can come back here to test this important $19,000, what's it called, support. And if you check that resistance very well, there has been a lot of, how can we even lose this at all? How can we lose this? How can we lose that? How can we lose this? Are we supposed to even lose this at all? We're not supposed to lose that if we are having hope of going to the upside. Are you getting me? So, but anything can happen in crypto. I think the FTS scandal was what brought us down here. Are you getting it? So what are we expecting in the upcoming days? And if you follow your fundamentals very well, follow the news very well, you can hear news of an FTS hacker that has one of the highest this now, what's it called, Ethereum, dumping crypto. So right now the only thing I can see here is the downside, which is $12,000. The only thing I can see here on Bitcoin is $12,000. Once anything is happening to Bitcoin, it affects the rest of the crypto. So this is the only thing I'm saying on Bitcoin, on cryptos right now. So sorry, if we can what's it called, if we can check I think let me check something on Bitcoin, on Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin is actually dominating every other crypto asset right now. If we check on the weekly, we've been coming down since, we've been in this range on the Bitcoin dominance since. And to let you know, Bitcoin is king, but we can break down and come like this, or we can break up and go like this. So it's either we are expecting an dump, which is altcoin season, or Bitcoin season. Are you getting it? So this is what I have on Bitcoin right now. That means definitely we should be looking for ways to trade the altcoin season or the Bitcoin season, and check just imagine, from $3 trillion cap, from over $3 trillion market cap since December last year, and we are already at November. In a year we've lost over 80% already, and we are only at $769 billion right now. Are we coming back here? That's the question, which is $12,000. That is gonna put a lot of fear into the crypto market, and this can go over for another 4 or 5 years again, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years before we can have a crypto season again. So I'm not praying for this. I'm just praying that we don't come here, I guess, or come here. So definitely let's watch out for whatever is gonna happen on our Bitcoin dominance. So this is what I have on Bitcoin right now. Anybody has any other thing about Bitcoin, please also let me know, because I've been following this chart for a very long time, and whatever I'm saying here is not funny at all. Seriously, it's not funny. It's not funny. So normally this was a pennant. This was a pennant that definitely has a tendency of breaking to the downside. So if this is what is really happening, if this is what's really happening, let me come back. If this is what's really happening, anything that will make us to test this support, this support on resistance, this is definitely what is going to happen. So instead of make us come back here and test this and break down again, break this and enter from here, that means I'm not going to leave that trade until you get to $12,000. So trade carefully. If you are holding Bitcoin or crypto and you are in a loss, I'll implore you that don't leave your position except you're in futures. Don't trade futures for now if you're not a professional trader. Are you getting me? So if you are holding, keep holding. In less than 1 or 2 years, definitely will come back up. There's a problem we have, especially Nigerians today. Nigerians can buy a land for 5 million naira and wait for the next 10 years to sell it for 10 million. But they don't want to buy Bitcoin for 5 million and wait for the next 5 years to make 10 million naira. What kind of person are you? This is like an asset. Bitcoin is not going anywhere. Bitcoin is here to stay. And definitely Bitcoin of 5 million naira you bought today definitely cannot be even 20 million naira in 2 or 3 years from now. So choose your investment wisely. And this is just my opinion. Everybody has your opinion. Choose what you're doing wisely. Everybody's talking bad about Bitcoin. And I'm a Bitcoin enthusiast. That's why they call me Visionaries Crypto Services Limited. If you look at the name of my company, I have, even under Visionaries Limited, we have Visionaries Crypto Services Limited, which is still very, very what a lot of people know me by. So I'll stop here for now so that I can upload this video for you to know whatever is happening on Bitcoin. Go and read your fundamentals, go and read your news events. So the only safe haven we'll have with Bitcoin right now is if the interest rate next year comes to probably the Feds, US Feds, try to ease down their Bitcoin, their interest rate that can give Bitcoin some kind of relief rally to the upside. So I'll stop here for now. Take care of yourself, trade carefully, trade wisely, try and start trading from your important support and resistance level. That will give you a very, very good, risk to reward and eliminate fear. Bye for now.